therefore, and also now we are back on the same topic. Make adjustment to save your marriage. I've already indicated, say, ability to adjust in every matrimonial relationship is the ability to save and maintain good marriage. Now, I've already discussed various tough topics concerning the main topic of make adjustment to save your marriage. I've already talked about personal care, management adjustment, how you take care of yourself as a husband or wife. And I'm talking about social life management adjustment. I'm talking about territorial or environmental life management adjustment. Then I've also talked about, cultural life, adjustment. Today I'm talking about sexual adjustment. You see, when you talk of sexual adjustment, we are talking about the art of intimacy for a successful marriage. Now, research will tell you, say, sex carries about 80% of the success of marriage. And without the art of sex, a man and woman living in the same room are just but mere roommates. They are just roommates. So it takes the art of sexual intimacy to make marriage successful. However, we have our differences based on certain factors I'm going to share with you. And for that reason, there's a need for husband and woman, for husband and wife to make adjustment when it comes to the art of, intimacy. Now, first of all, about 90% of people who get into matrimonial, both the man and woman, have experienced the art of sex before. About 90% of people who find themselves in matrimonial relationship, both have come across the art. But the one thing that we need to know is that they experience the art with different people, with different energy, and different approach, and different interests. So the person you are coming to get married with, right, has already experienced the art, but he had it with somebody who is not the same as you are, who has no, whose approach, exposure, the way the person, go about it, it's not the same as how you're going to go about it. But when you share, that experience, the name it might not be the same as yours. So the two, though we have acquired some experience, but we had it with different people, with different background, with different knowledge, with different energy, with a different strength, with different orientation toward the art of sex. And now you are coming to get married as husband and wife. And for that reason, though money will be any baby no baby share pain. But you had it with different people. So you approach, the man's approach and the woman's approach are not the same. Therefore, there will be the need for this couple to adjust sexually in order to avoid any situation of sexual incompatibility. There's a need for that. Again, about 90%, 25% of men are more worried, right? I'm more worried, 75%, worry a ma and a memma or move in have said before. So about 95% of people are more worried. So let me put it this way. About 5% to 10% of people who get married, right, are people who have not experienced sex. So Devon say a man and a ma 100% to Korea. So I'm sure no. Sir, 100%, 5 to 10 are more they are virgins. So Devon say, Berman were experiencing that before. So whether lucky enough or not, or good share will be also only even who has no knowledge of what sex is all about, right? So Berman with knowledge, Oban need knowledge, and Oban exposure, Berman need exposure. So you get to know, say, the approach, their energy, their interest, their understanding might not be the same. And for that reason, there must be adjustment in order to save this wonderful, marriage. And no channel, We are people who have maniac. By their nature, they are sex maniacs. It's like, because we be a sex maniac, it's like they have the interest to have it more than 2 or 3 times a day, more than maybe 4 or 5 times or 10 times a week. It could be the man, it could be the woman. No, I could share beer or net that type. But don't worry, how do you survive? You need to make adjustment. So if you decide not to adjust, you won't survive. So social adjustment is much needed. Not only that, another area that calls for social adjustment is that after having children or after having a child, most women, change. There are women who were sexually active. They had the interest for the art. But after having a child, then then their energy, their zeal, their interest, their high libido for the art, they will say, a conform. It will create a problem about you. It is not because they have decided to do so, but it is something hormonal. Say if the husband and wife do not seek the need to make adjustment in that area, they will destroy the happiness of the marriage. Yeah. And not only that, aging is also a factor. Aging is also a factor. You see, as we grow, that kind of useful exuberance now, you didn't rule the art of sex, baby, na who they call for, then the interest of call for. Or baby, they understand what they call for, and I said the interest of call for. But it's surprising to say, who are then the interest in what they in that area so costful, but none of you did call for. So you see the variation, the interest might not be the same. And for that reason, there's always the need for the two to make adjustment, to try to meet each other halfway, to send me the son and say, and you need to make adjustment. And then you raise your game or you meet your partner halfway. And our living because they have not seen the need to make adjustments in their sexual relationship with their partner. So they say always they need to make adjustment. Not only that, a man, they hit menopausal stage. Where at the menopausal stage, most women lose the interest for the art. They go through some kind of hormonal changes and then some kind of challenges, physical challenges, physiological challenges that water down their interest. And the man will still be actively strong and desirous for the art. So if the two do not see the need to meet each other halfway, then that is where they begin to have a problem. Now, to sum it all, when it comes to the art of sex, men and women are not the same. You need to believe that. Research will tell you that men are quick sex lovers. Men are quick sex lovers. And women are slow sex lovers. For example, when it comes to the art of sex, we are like, gas cooker, right? Gas cooker, no, switch noble, no, open Manchester, Bemo just here. Bemo just here. We do na less than 5 minutes. Ben and bedroom. But about to say electric iron, if you plug it, it takes time to give you heat, right? But when heat we also not do now, the heat still remain. That is what women are when it comes to this art. So you see that most men who have no knowledge of making adjustment to meet their woman, they rush through in less than 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, they are done. So while the woman will be struggling to meet the man has already taken the lead. So finish the game while the woman is on her way to catch up. Then day in a day out, the woman remain unsatisfied. Takoban is over the nails that not in the whole come on. Not because we need interest for you when they come to sex. It's because you are not able to adjust to her. So this act of intimacy is very much important. But how do you go about it? It's the people can say you are not sexually compatible. You can be sexually compatible if you are able to adjust. Now, stay away from mentality of the debate me ayano. Sana meti me nyini mesesa. No, yes, now you're selfish. It's like you are thinking of yourself when it comes to sexual satisfaction. And this thing, listen to me now. Nyamia in such a way say it is not only for having children. It is not only for procreation, right? It is for pleasure as well. Because I won't go there. And I can say who we are now sound. Nakamo Jawari. When Yamia Yanisa. Yamini and said, a big cover for boom. A best to stay now, our Riano. A woman is jabum. Bemon Pukuran and Takobi Brown and Tama, when the act of sex takes place there, it naturally solves the problem. So there's an element of pleasure that comes with the act of sex. And yet only for procreation or having children. No. Yes, that could be one doctor can say, "Went to me, move your way." You can say, "No, it is for pleasure." You see, it is only animals or insects who mate for procreation. And what they do so when they want to increase their number through procreation. But nipa de nyame yama say yemfandi enina yenyini che. So if the other person is not enjoying, but one is enjoying, it means it is here. So the same comes the other say ba question on say menye bio. But if we're able to adjust, we can have our satisfaction. So how should you go about it? You must know that each other must be satisfied. Each other's interest might be your concern. Men are mostly selfish when it comes to the act of sex. We are so selfish. Sometimes we think about ourselves, and because we focus on ourselves alone, not also our partner, less than 2 minutes to our time, because what doing now won't come about. So focus on your partner, you will take time for him or for her to catch up with you. So don't be selfish. The interest of your partner must be your concern. No, not only that. You be a student to your partner. You can only adjust to the status, to the libido of your partner when you know him or you know her better. You should know her star. You should know her interest. You should know his star. You should know his interest, his or her favorite position, how to handle each other. You should know it. Should be a student. And men, sometimes we don't want women to tell us how they want us to handle them. It's as if like we know it all. Come on, mentality na man can nuntum no and pass one kind of nuntum necessity de biasa. I beg you, stop that attitude. It's uncivil as it be put it. Allow your partner to express herself. Let her tell you how she wants to be handled. And allow her to express herself so that you will be able to satisfy her. Now move to senior 2 testimonials. As a Christopher to a level say, or calling each other this or see wozu, and that's why age I was transferred. But let me tell you something, God is the creator of the art of sex. Yami bo many power into your own body. All them children, allow your partner to express herself, allow your husband to express himself, to tell you how you want him or her to be handled. Or Joseph and Sakwa, do that for me. It's a means to adjust, to know each other's area of interest, sensitivity, because it is erogenous zone where the social sensitivity of each person is very high, and you exploit whilst you are in the act. To you may see, start with a position a and consentiano, remember. Allow the woman to also express herself, because your partner on your object. So your object is there, and no page another not to go. Or your partner, now so taking part, no, or you're satisfied, as also you're satisfied there. Allow her or allow him to express herself so that she will enjoy this wonderful act of intimacy. Not only that, you see, it is better to have in mind that your partner is equally human, and therefore she has the interest. The act is for satisfaction. There are certain things that she will not want you to do. If she or he explain to you, you stop it. You don't force your way through. But always know how to meet your partner. A devil now be ya, and quiet on corner over Yenny now, as you are growing, what sort of position will be favorable for the two of you? As you are growing, how many times of the acts of intimacy will give you peace of mind? Right? As you say, Bia, Ukunu, when you channel, Nana what they were from, Naya Baba, now what they were so. How best can you manage the old man so that you don't kill him before his time? Are you with me? So you will try to adjust. Wherever you are in the interest of form, do you force him all the time? How best are you going to raise her interest? How best are you going to build her up? Are you with me? That is adjustment. You don't be selfish. You don't force your way through to get what you want all the time. But find a means to meet each other. Now let me tell you something. Maybe I'm a person, man, and somehow, and yet you are not willing to change. You're not willing to learn. Allow your husband, your wife to raise you up to meet him or her at the level of sexual satisfaction. Man, it is so holy, so sanctimonious, so angelic when it comes to the art. Listen to me. God is the creator of it. Nyame boma nipa. Oboma say yemfango. Oboma say yemfanji yeni. Name woman say one by sexually incompatible. They be about koni beje ba koni nje. But if we're able to learn to adjust to each other, trying to meet each other, trying to raise each other's interest, try to bring each other's up in the art of sex as a husband and wife, you will surely enjoy this wonderful art. It is my prayer that we enjoy the art of sex, to build a very solid and strong marital union, so that you keep on growing in love and being strong and wax in marital intimacy. God bless you in Jesus' name. Stay blessed. Bye.